I want to get your input on something I asked each of the service chiefs about last week. In the FY15 NDAA, we passed a requirement from the Jacob Sexton Act for every service member to receive a robust mental health assessment every year. Can you give me an update on where the department is with implementation of the Sexton Act requirement on mental health assessments? Mr. Secretary General?
I'll need to get back to you specifically on the that assessment. I would like to say something more generally about mental health and
That's fine.
priority, if I may, Senator. I appreciate your interest in it. As it happens, it is Suicide Prevention Month this month, and I only mention that because we do have suicide in our services, and we do believe that suicide is preventable. That's what the doctors tell us. All the specialists tell us this is something that is preventable, and therefore it belongs in the family of things that we do to take care of our troops and ensure their welfare. We're spending more, and I can get you the numbers on that, but we have, over the last few years, increased several-fold our spending on mental health treatment specifically aimed at suicide, and trying to remove the stigma associated with seeking mental health care, and also emphasizing the need for other service members to watch out for one another, because one of the things we know is there's usually somebody who spotted the behavior that can lead to suicide, right. Self-isolation, depression, odd things on social media, and so forth. So we're trying to tell everybody to watch out for their fellow service members. Chairman.
Senator, I know each of the services has the tools. I don't know in application what the percentage is of the force that has received the evaluation yet, but we can certainly get that. That's largely a service chief responsibility, not something I pay attention to on a day-to-day basis, although, as you know, I've been very involved in the mental health issues over the last several years.
I do. And this was signed into law in December 2014. It's about 2 years now. So do you expect General Dunford to see this fully implemented in the next year?
I do, Senator. I guess what I was alluding to is the percentage of the force that actually has it right now. Because
no, I understand that. Yeah.
Right. So and
I know it takes time to ramp up. I was just wondering if you think 2017 is the year that this can get fully implemented.
I think that's based on my previous experience as a service chief. I think that's a realistic timeline.
Okay, Mr. Secretary.
I absolutely concur. We'll meet that timeline.